everyone, welcome back to Cinderella TV. Today we're interviewing Steven, the bodybuilder. So can you please tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
My name is Steven Cowie. I am a graphic designer, web designer. I played sports in high school.
Okay.
I was not a great athlete by any means, track and field, football. And I started working out because over the years I became larger and larger and larger, until I saw a picture of myself holding my nephew in my 30s, and I was quite obese, almost 300 pounds, and I needed to change things.
So that's what led you into starting your fitness journey?
Yes.
Tell me about your workout routine now. What does a typical week look like for you?
Typical week is go to the gym, lift weights for about an hour to 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And because I'm prepping for a show, competition, I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio every day as well.
So you mentioned you compete. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I compete at the regional level right now. I've recently earned a pro qualifier qualification. I'm a heavyweight bodybuilder, and I also compete in the over 40s, the masters division.
So what would be kind of a general approach to nutrition for you?
During prep, cut calories down. Everything is measured: protein, carbs, fats.
Is that difficult to keep measuring everything?
It becomes normal.
After
Bodybuilding is all about regimen and routine and structure, which I like. I really like that. It gives me a sense of completeness. Don't have to think and worry. And
so was that hard for you at the beginning, or you just
the first time I decided to compete, the structure and not eating the foods that I really love. So that's really hard at first. Now, not so much.
So it definitely got easier, right?
Yeah, it gets easier over time. It becomes normal.
Well, I've heard a lot about things like bulking and cutting. I don't really know what any of that means, but is that something you're doing maybe?
I'm cutting now. Between my last show and this show, until about January, I was bulking. That's where you eat a caloric surplus to try and build muscle.
So you're eating a ton.
Eating a ton, yeah. I was eating to the point where I would be still full from the night before when I'd wake up to have breakfast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. It's worse than cutting. Try to eat healthy, because you can't just have McDonald's and everything 24 hours a day. You'd feel terrible. It'd be horrible for your health, and you can have those things a lot more often.
But then when you're cutting, that's when you're really, really strict.
Yeah, you get really, really strict.
Have you made any mistakes, maybe when you were first starting out? Something that you could go back and tell yourself to avoid if you could go back in time?
Oh yeah. I would have handled my nutrition properly from the start, because I felt like I wasted a lot of time eating what I wanted to. And
even when you already started working out, you were still struggling to eat healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done some foolish things in the gym that they call ego lifting. You lift heavier than you probably should.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I don't anymore.
So that's so dangerous, right? Because it could lead to injury and stuff.
Yeah. And even when you do everything right, things can go wrong. January, I tore both my quads. And I was lucky that it wasn't a bad tear at the insertion where the muscle ties into the bone. Otherwise, I'd have needed surgery, and thankfully it healed up in under 2 months.
So have you heard any popular advice going around that you totally disagree with about working out?
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there. In the gym, we call it bro science. Some of it has a place, and some of it does, certain times to eat, certain foods to eat, certain ways to lift, repetitions. And
just give me an example of something that's really, really wrong.
There's a myth about the anabolic window, how soon to eat after your workout.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter as long as you eat within a few hours, so your body can start taking up the nutrients and repairing.
What are some of your future goals?
I'd definitely like to earn my pro card.
Okay.
In either the CPA, like the IFBB, and the route pairs through the Canadian Physique Alliance. Or I'd like to, in this show coming up on March 30th, I'm competing in the UFE. If I win their place in the top 3, I can go to the World Championships in Toronto in November.
So what exactly do these competitions look like? I've never been to one, obviously.
Well, they have a lot of different divisions. They have the men's bodybuilding, men's physique, which is a downsized version of bodybuilding. It's more attainable. You don't have to diet or get as big, and it's more of a model type division. There's classic bodybuilding, which is a throwback to the 80s and 70s. And then there's the women's divisions, which is bikini and physique and figure, and that's really popular.
So with all this working out and all this like counting calories, counting proteins, do you have time to relax and have fun?
Yeah, it is a lifestyle though, constantly thinking about eating. You're eating every 2 hours. When you're not in the gym, you're prepping meals for the week. There's always something. But yeah, you can have fun. You get a cheat meal every once in a while.
Oh, you do?
Prep, yeah.
That's good.
So last week I had A&W.
Oh my god.
It tastes so much better when you've been suffering.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay, so then what are some hobbies that you do get a chance to do?
I love reading. The funny thing is, bodybuilding is my hobby. I love lifting weights. There's something about it that just makes you feel great.
That's so good. Yeah. That's so good that you love it. A lot of people I've heard, like, they're trying to push themselves and they're miserable every day.
Yeah. You encourage them. If you see them getting results, you tell them.
So what if you came across some guy who just came to the gym, totally a beginner, has never even lifted a weight before? What would you advise him?
If he asked me for
yes,
help.
If he asked you.
Because I don't want to just go up to people and offer.
Of course. If he asked you, he's like, I want to get strong. Like, what would you suggest?
Well, I'd make sure he did it properly. Help him avoid the mistakes I made early on. Proper technique for sure. Not ego lifting, definitely.
What would you say your proudest achievement is so far?
In bodybuilding, I think winning the overall in 2018 at the Barrie Championships. That was really big for me. I wanted to win it in 2017 and I didn't. I came in second.
Oh, so close.
Overall, yeah. So I trained all year and
then you got it.
I got it.
So well, congratulations. Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned that you were kind of inspired to get into all of this because of yourself. You wanted to better yourself, right? Yeah. But is there maybe any other external inspirations that affected you?
Yeah, there were certainly people whose physiques I looked up to and admired. Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure. Who doesn't? That's an amazing achievement in body. Frank McGrath, a Canadian. I saw his picture in a magazine years and years ago. I tore it out and hung it on my wall, and I thought,
this is the goal.
I want to look like this.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky enough to talk to him on Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so.
Did he give you like any advice or anything like that?
Yeah, he just told me I was on the right track. And
that's good. And what about supplements? So what kind of supplements are currently in your cupboard?
Whey protein for sure. I mean, glutamine, creatine, betaine 2500, and then an array of vitamins. B12, zinc, fish oil, calcium, multivitamins. The list is long. I take a handful of vitamins every morning. Yeah.
So do you just take them just to take them, or you actually know what each one does?
No, I know what each one does. Yeah. I wouldn't take anything if I didn't feel I was getting any benefit or if it wouldn't benefit. Certainly as I get older, MSM, chondroitin, glucosamine, those things certainly help with my joints and calcium for my bones.
And you mentioned the fish fats, right? So what exactly does that help with?
It helps you lose weight for sure. It's a healthy fat to take in rather than the fats you get from McDonald's and things like that. It lowers your blood pressure. It's great.
And the whey protein?
An inexpensive, quick supplement, in place of like a chicken breast or eggs. I mean, it's fat-free. I can just bring the powder with me to the gym. As soon as I'm done, I can throw it in the shaker with some water and drink it. And it's especially handy when you are bulking, as we mentioned earlier.
Because it's hard to eat that much, right?
Yeah, it's a quick way to get some food into some protein.
Thank you so much for chatting with us today. Is there any last words you want to say to our watchers?
If you have a fitness goal, just showing up and doing something is a great start. Take it day by day. Just keep going. Just keep showing up. Yeah.
That's so important. So before we go, is there any places that our viewers can find you? Like Instagram, Twitter, things like that?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. My name is Mr. Mayhem with a Y, all lowercase.
We will link that in the description in case you have any questions for Steven here about maybe your journey or some advice or just any questions you might have. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.